Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the WNCT-9 on Your Side studios. I'm Ken Watling, joined by WNCT reporter Brandon Truitt to give you a preview of a special report we've got coming up on Tuesday here on 9 on Your Side. It's called Kids in Crisis, dealing with mental health issues, specifically in children, which has become something, unfortunately, all too common across the country and here in the East.
Ken, it really is, and it's something that through studying this and researching it for this story, I found to be pretty disturbing. What we're talking about here are children between the ages of 6 and 18 in severe mental health cases to the point of attempting self-harm or at risk for self-harm. And what we're seeing is a national trend of that on the rise. We might remember a story out of Ohio. Earlier this year, an 8-year-old took his life by his father's necktie because things were so bad for him. And what we're seeing is there are cases, a national trend rising, and that's happening here in the East as well.
I know you've learned a lot of information about this subject and maybe some of the causes as to why children go to these depths when they're having issues, and is bullying one of the main reasons why situations like this happen?
So I talked to several experts throughout the field, including school officials and psychiatrists, and they talk about a new wave of bullying. It may not be what I've experienced in school or you at home experienced on the back of the bus. A lot of it is viral. It's over social media. It's not face-to-face, and oftentimes it burns a little deeper in a way, and it resonates with people because they're not dealing with face-to-face conflict. Often they're anonymous, and sometimes there's no way of taking it down. If something's on social media, it's out there for a very long time, and we see case after case of where social media is playing a part in this rise nationwide.
It's a very serious topic, one that threatens lives all across the area. The good news is, as you've learned, there are resources out there to help.
Well, and that's the biggest part of me doing this story, is there are tons of resources for people to take advantage of, and you might think of money when it comes to therapy, resources like this, but I found a lot in my story that I'll share with you, free resources offered on a 24/7 basis, 365 days a year. And I think that's important for people to know and get a grasp of if there are things out there, as well as tips for parents who might be dealing with this, or signs that could be right in front of you that maybe you're not acknowledging, or maybe you don't see. And we'll talk about ways to address it, as well as what some of those signs might be.
It's a topic we all need to learn more about those signs, and we hope you'll tune in Tuesday night at 6 here on WNCT 9 on Your Side for Kids in Crisis.